It's an old disco, like Billie Jean, by Michael Jackson or the Trippin.
10 tracks from 1987 that changed hip-hop forever.
Charged and work the alkaline, yes, the mystery to solve, so seeking the prime.
Complex rhymes, political messages, female empowerment, experimental production, emotional honesty. If this reminded you why the golden era matters, subscribe for more hip-hop history.
Getting dumb, no claiming where we get our rhythm from. Number one.
Comment which 1987 track changed your life. 1987 was the year hip-hop grew up. These 10 tracks prove it.
May look and sound easy doing a human beatbox, but it's real.
Number 10. Make the music with your mouth, Biz. Biz Markie. Long Island's Biz, Markie was already known in hip-hop circles for his beatboxing and humorous style.
Use your teeth in your nose for all mysterious I know. I like doing it as a hobby.
This single showcased both, establishing him as one of the genre's most entertaining and skilled performers.
Wanna recite, I know you're in the mood. Just go with the flow and I can play rapper.
The track was essentially Biz demonstrating his beatboxing abilities over minimal production.
Like I get the crowd jumping, get the girls' hearts pumping. All the party.
His mouth became a drum machine, creating complex rhythms that rivaled programmed beats. The skill level was extraordinary.
When they came by the DJ, I saw who it is, they said make the music.
What separated Biz from other beatboxers was his musicality. He wasn't just making sounds, he was creating actual compositions with structure, dynamics, and groove.
With orchestra called Biz Markie, making music orally is my specialty.
His beatboxing had swing, feeling, and creativity that made it musical rather than just technical demonstration. The track also showcased his personality.
Making that strange noise, it was like for all the bikers and all the home.
Biz was funny, likable, and unpretentious in ways that made him accessible. He wasn't trying to be the hardest MC or the most skilled lyricist, and he was just entertaining people with his unique talents. The single appeared on his debut album Goin' Off, which would establish him as a legitimate artist rather than just a novelty act. Critics recognized that behind the humor was real skill.
Just a brand new thing they call the human beatbox craze.
Biz's beatboxing influenced everyone who came after. Razzle, Doug E. Fresh, and modern beatboxers all studied his techniques.
Well, I don't just do the beatbox, I rock on the mic and all the bomb that I say. All the people.
He proved beatboxing could be an art form rather than just a party trick.
It started when I'm living in Long Island. Hey, when I was a kid, I used to play.
And his humor and personality also influenced hip-hop's lighter side. Without Biz Markie, there's no Beastie Boys' playfulness, no Far Side's weirdness, no Outkast's willingness to be funny and serious simultaneously.
And one time Biz Markie, I time to take a lot of practice and lip control. I've been doing it.
The track reminded audiences that hip-hop didn't always need to be serious or aggressive. There was room for joy, humor, and pure entertainment without sacrificing skill or credibility.
Every path, only rampaging paramedic. Quotient is my title to the form of the world.
Number 9. Ego Trippin, Ultramagnetic MCS, the Bronx Group.
Battery charged and work the alkaline, yes, the mystery to solve, so seeking the
Ultramagnetic MCS dropped a single so experimental, so ahead of its time, that most listeners didn't understand it until years later.
a maximum of the guy, yes, the wizard Kool Keith, and I'm sporting my rhyme, cause we're
This was hip-hop from the future. Kool Keith's verses were abstract, surreal, and deliberately nonsensical in ways that challenged what rap verses could be.
From me, the scientist, as I execute lyricists known as predators.
He wasn't telling linear stories or making clear points.
the more you realize, more love's moving steady by most, we're ever ready like.
He was creating sonic collages of images, references, awe and wordplay that prioritized sound over conventional meaning.
Brain providing overheating knowledge by means causing pain, make a migraine, headaches yourself.
Said G's production was equally revolutionary. The samples were chopped and rearranged in ways that created stuttering, off-kilter rhythms.
Providing overheating knowledge by means causing pain, make a migraine, headaches yourself.
This wasn't smooth boom bap. This was chaos organized into art.
The hell with childish rhymes?
Cause the jam is just moving.
The crowd is
The track influenced producers and MCs who came years later.
every pass. Only rampaging paramedic. Quoted is my title to inform of the world.
Dr. Octagon, MF Doom, and the entire abstract hip-hop movement traced their lineage back to this single. The idea that rap didn't need to make traditional sense, that it could be experimental and avant-garde, started here.
Party people's in the place.
Radio had no idea what to do with it. The track was too weird for mainstream play, too experimental for commercial success.
Let it be
To a
red.
supersonic pace
With high the stupid bass.
with some pep.
But underground heads recognized it immediately as something unprecedented.
Start to melt while the techniques spin. The wax is on the belt, motivating clock.
The Ultramagnetic MCS never achieved mainstream success, but their influence was massive.
Of such a holocaust would serve as a purpose. Preparing first aid with
Every producer who experimented with unconventional sampling techniques owed them a debt.
Turn, you learn, plus burn by the flame of the lyrics which cooks the human brain.
Every MC who prioritized sound and rhythm over literal meaning was following their blueprint. The production techniques Said G pioneered, chopping samples into new rhythms, creating polyrhythmic patterns, using sound effects as musical elements, became standard in hip-hop production decades later.
and data. I am approximate, leaving revolutions, turning emerging chemistry with
This wasn't music designed for immediate commercial success. This was art for art's sake, pushing hip-hop's boundaries.
dominating, igniting causing friction with nuclear alarm separates competing.
Revolutionary tracks from 1987, 8 more coming.
The precise implications achieved, adversity, explorating, demonstrating, rule.
If you're discovering why this year changed hip-hop forever, subscribe right now for more golden era history.
In the step, cause the beat is so funky, the pace is well kept.
The next 5 tracks prove 1987's influence continues today. Stay with me. Number 8. I Cram to Understand You, MC Lyte. 16-year-old Lana Mora from Brooklyn released her debut single as MC Lyte and immediately established herself as one of hip-hop's most serious lyricists, regardless of gender. The track addressed drug addiction from a personal perspective, telling the story of a relationship destroyed by a partner's crack cocaine use. This wasn't abstract social commentary. This was intimate, painful, and devastatingly real. MC Lyte's delivery was mature beyond her years. Her voice carried authority and pain simultaneously. She wasn't trying to sound tough or aggressive. She was being honest about watching someone she cared about self-destruct. The production by Audio 2 was dark and moody, perfectly matching the subject matter. Minor key melodies and somber drums created an atmosphere that reinforced the song's serious message. What made this groundbreaking was the subject matter combined with the MC's gender. Male rappers had addressed drugs before, usually from the dealer's perspective. MC Lyte approached it from the loved one's viewpoint, adding emotional depth that hip-hop rarely explored. Critics and listeners took notice. This wasn't a female rapper trying to prove she could battle like the men. This was an artist addressing serious social issues with skill and maturity that rivaled anyone in the industry. The single appeared on her debut album Lyte as a Rock, which established her as a force in hip-hop. She proved female MCs didn't need to follow Salt and Pepper's sexual confidence or Roxanne Shanté's battle aggression. There was room for serious, socially conscious female voices. The crack epidemic was destroying communities, and MC Lyte gave voice to the collateral damage. The families, partners, and friends watching loved ones disappear.
Distance like AT&T. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Nothing you can do to this. Fuck around.
Number 7. Raw. Big Daddy Kane.
Here's an experiment to begin with.
24/7 killing like a...
Brooklyn's Antonio Hardy introduced himself to hip-hop as Big Daddy Kane, and his debut single established him as one of the smoothest, most technically proficient MCs in the game.
And when I say a rhyme, you know that it has to be perfectly fitted, cause I'm committed to...
The production by Marley Marl was minimalist but effective. Hard drums, a simple bass line, and strategic scratches gave Kane space to showcase his lyrical dexterity.
And they know it, so I don't see why you all try to front, perpetrating a stunt when you...
The beat didn't overwhelm, it complemented. Kane's flow was something new, not aggressive like KRS-One, and not laid back like Rakim. Kane was smooth, confident, and effortlessly cool.
Rock a party until the 8 a.m. I'll make a muscle, grab the mic and hustle.
His delivery made complex rhyme schemes sound casual, as if he was barely trying, while simultaneously destroying lesser MCs. The track was a mission statement.
When I clear my throat, that's all she wrote. The minute that the Kane starts to go on.
Kane wasn't just another battle rapper. He was a lyricist, a ladies' man, a smooth operator who could out-rap anyone while looking better doing it.
Never end the rhymes I bust, coming off as must, and I come off hard with rhymes that are...
The persona he created influenced everyone from Jay-Z to Drake.
Boy, do I hate her.
What separated Kane was his versatility, and he could battle with the hardest MCs, then turn around and make records for female fans without losing credibility.
Mechanic, make them see panic. They all get frantic and skeptic, like a girl on a...
He proved you didn't have to choose between commercial appeal and underground respect.
Then Dynasty or Hill Street Blue, I'm sure to score and joy for more without a...
The single didn't chart high initially, but hip-hop heads recognized it immediately. This was the MC other MCs studied. His rhyme patterns, his breath control, his ability to ride beats all became textbook examples of technical excellence. Marley Marl's production was equally influential.
Give me that title, boy. You don't deserve this. I work like a slave to become a master.
The Juice Crew sound he was developing, minimalist beats that highlighted MC skills, became a template for East Coast production throughout the late 80s.
So full of action, my name should be a verb. My voice will float on every note.
The track remains a masterclass in MC technique, studied by aspiring rappers who want to understand how to make complexity sound effortless. Number 6. It's Tricky. Run DMC. Run DMC had already revolutionized hip-hop with their fusion of rock and rap.
Excuse me, sir. You've taken all our money.
Raising Hell was dominating charts. Then they released this single and proved their crossover success wasn't a fluke.
On time is tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky.
The production was built around a sample from the Knacks' My Sharona, transforming a new wave rock hit into a hip-hop banger.
I had to leave real early. These girls are really sleazy. All they...
Rick Rubin's production genius was evident. He understood how to make rock samples work for hip-hop without losing either genre's essence. And the verses were straightforward but effective.
It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky.
Run and DMC traded bars about the challenges of fame, dealing with groupies, and staying focused amid distractions.
Not with this gear, man. It's not gonna work.
The content was accessible without being dumbed down. What made this track special was its broad appeal. Rock fans who discovered Run DMC through Walk This Way had another reason to stay.
Yo, Lee, what's up, man? Run DMC, man. We ready to rock?
Hip-hop purists couldn't deny the skill. Pop radio embraced it because it was catchy and non-threatening.
Yo, Jay, hit it. Let's go.
This speech is my recital. I think
The music video featured the group performing in various settings with high-energy choreography that made it perfect for MTV's format.
when I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time.
The visual presentation was professional, polished, and proved hip-hop could compete with any genre in production value.
Arrow every gig we play. Then this the and dismiss the now.
The single reached number 57 on the Billboard Hot 100, but performed better on rock and dance charts. This crossover success was the point.
My time is tricky. How is that? Tricky, 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 tricky.
Run DMC wasn't limiting themselves to one audience. They were building an empire. And the track appeared on Raising Hell, which would sell over 3 million copies and become the first hip-hop album to go triple platinum.
Just leave it alone. It's like that, y'all. But we don't
This commercial success proved hip-hop wasn't a fad. It was a cultural force.
just say is please me or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not.
This track cemented Run DMC's legacy as the group that brought hip-hop to mainstream America without diluting its essence. Number 5. Push It, Salt and Pepper. Actually released late 1986, but exploded in 1987 after DJ Cameron Paul remixed it. 3 women from Queens proved female MCs could dominate commercially without compromising their voices. The original version was a B-side that nobody expected much from. Then Cameron Paul's remix added a bass-heavy beat that made it impossible not to dance to.
Ooh, baby, 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 baby. Ooh, baby.
Salt and Pepper's delivery was confident, sexual, and unapologetic in ways female MCs hadn't been allowed to be. The track faced immediate controversy. Radio programmers called it too aggressive for women to perform. Conservative groups labeled it too sexual. School administrators banned cheerleaders from using it. The criticism only increased its popularity. What made this revolutionary was the perspective. Male rappers had been explicit about sex for years without controversy. Salt and Pepper flipped it, taking control of the narrative from a female point of view. They weren't objects in male fantasies, they were agents directing their own desires. The music video featured choreographed dancing that was sensual without being exploitative. Salt and Pepper controlled the imagery, the message, and the presentation. This was autonomy in an industry that typically objectified women. MTV played it constantly, despite initial hesitation. The track peaked at number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving female MCs could achieve mainstream success.
Baby, 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 baby.
The single eventually went platinum, and the album Hot, Cool, and Vicious followed suit. MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, Yo-Yo, and every female MC who came after benefited from Salt and Pepper, proving women could succeed commercially while maintaining artistic control and feminist perspectives.
I wish you would, now push it.
This track didn't just challenge gender norms in hip-hop, it demolished them, establishing that women had every right to explicit expression, commercial success, and creative control.
Terminator X. Come on.
Number 4, Rebel Without a Pause, Public Enemy, late 1987.
Hard drama, where you never been, I'm in. You want styling, you know it's comic.
Public Enemy released a track so dense, so aggressive, so politically charged that it redefined what hip-hop could address.
Sabbatical, yes, to make it critical. The only part of your body should be partying too.
This wasn't party music, this was revolution music. The production was chaotic.
Black Wranglers, we're rap stranglers. You can't angle us. I know you're listening.
The bomb squad layered sirens, horns, aggressive drums, and piercing noise into a wall of sound that felt intentionally overwhelming.
I ain't with it. Hardcore. Raw bone like a razor. I'm like a...
Chuck D's voice cut through like a weapon, on delivering rapid-fire verses that demanded complete attention.
You'll never get these. They belong to the 9-8 posse. You want some more?
This was Public Enemy's mission statement. They weren't entertainers. They were educators, activists, and warriors using hip-hop as their platform. The track addressed media manipulation, systemic racism, and the need for black empowerment with urgency that couldn't be ignored.
Man, yo, you got to slow down, man. You losing. Radio.
The beat was built around a sample loop that never let up, creating tension that forced listeners to engage.
Don't get dumb, no claiming where we get our rhythm from. Number one.
Flavor Flav's ad-libs provided contrast to Chuck D's serious delivery, making the message more digestible without diluting it.
My attitude when I'm on fire.
Radio had no idea what to do with this. It was too aggressive, too political, too confrontational.
My calling card, recorded and ordered, supporter of just...
But underground heads recognized it immediately as something unprecedented.
Voice my opinion with volume. Smooth. Not...
This wasn't Grandmaster Flash's The Message. This was angrier, denser, more uncompromising.
Oh boy, P.E. a group, a crew, not singular.
The track influenced every political rapper who came after.
Cause never play me, all the mix. They just okay me now, knowing it grown.
KRS-One, Ice Cube, Dead Prez.
My lyrics, some say no to my album, the show, Bum Rush the Sound.
Or Immortal Technique all followed Public Enemy's blueprint of using hip-hop as activism rather than entertainment.
Yeah! Come on, come on!
The track appeared on It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back.
I'm a rebel, that's final. I'm black final, soul, rock and roll.
Which would become one of the most important hip-hop albums ever.
Stable, the power of my label. Def Jam tells you who I am.
The title itself was a statement. These weren't rebels with causes or rebels with plans.
Know the rhythm, the rhyme, plus the beat is designed so I can enter your mind, boys.
They were rebels without pause. Relentless, unstoppable, unwilling to compromise their message.
All my love inside, I need love.
Yo, I mean to hurt you.
Number 3, I Need Love, LLCool. LLCoolJ was already a star.
Staring at the wall, fantasies, they go through my mind.
Radio had gone double platinum, but he was known for braggadocious battle raps, not vulnerability.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall.
Then this single dropped and shocked everyone. The production was minimal, a drum machine, some synthesizer chords, and LL's voice.
Saying no names, then the thought occurred, teardrops made my eyes burn, cause I said
no samples, no elaborate arrangements, just space for him to be honest about wanting more than one-night stands and casual relationships.
saying I'm more, kissing you on the ear, whispering I love you.
Critics initially dismissed it as soft. Our hardcore hip-hop heads accused him of selling out, of chasing crossover success by making a love song.
Half needs affection and joy, and the warmth that is created by a girl in a...
Radio programmers who'd been hesitant about rap suddenly embraced it because it was accessible and romantic. But LL was taking a risk. Rappers didn't admit vulnerability.
To keep my dream alive, I searched the whole world for that special girl. When
The entire genre was built on toughness, bravado, and dominance.
huddle, I'll lay down my jacket so you can walk over a puddle. I give you a roll.
Admitting you needed love, that you were tired of playing games, that you wanted genuine connection, this was revolutionary.
I finally find you, watch a lover unfurl. I need love.
The gamble paid off spectacularly. The single peaked at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming LL's biggest crossover hit.
I was giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and I'm not saying
MTV played it constantly. The album Bigger and Deffer went double platinum, largely driven by this track's success.
Guys, huh? Look, I'm not taking it anymore. I don't want to end.
More importantly, it opened doors for emotional honesty in hip-hop. Future MCs felt permission to explore feelings beyond anger and confidence.
Do all I can, protect you, you're my lady and you mean so much. My body
De La Soul, A Tribe Called Quest, Common all benefited from LL proving vulnerability could coexist with credibility.
I can't sit and wait for my princess to arrive. I gotta struggle and fight.
A female fans especially responded. Suddenly, hip-hop wasn't just for guys in the park.
And I'll always be here, although I often reminisce. I can't believe that I found others.
This was music that acknowledged relationships, emotions, and complexity.
Boy, I need love.
So, tell me how your tour is going.
Tours doing.
LL's fan base expanded dramatically. Number 2, South Bronx, Boogie Down Productions, early 1987. KRS-One and DJ Scott LaRock released the opening salvo in one of hip-hop's most legendary beefs. MC Shan had dropped the bridge, celebrating Queensbridge as hip-hop's birthplace. BDP responded with this declaration. The track was built on James Brown samples, giving it a funky foundation that made the aggressive content more palatable to radio. But KRS-One's verses were unmistakably confrontational. He systematically deconstructed MC Shan's claims, asserting that hip-hop was born in the Bronx, specifically at parties thrown by Kool Herc. The argument wasn't just territorial pride, it was about historical accuracy and respect for pioneers. KRS-One's delivery was sharp, his voice cutting through the production with authority. He wasn't just battling MC Shan, he was educating listeners about hip-hop's true origins. The teacher persona that would define his later career was already emerging. The beef escalated when BDP released The Bridge Is Over later that year, but South Bronx established the template. This was how you battle, with facts, conviction, and undeniable skill. DJ Scott LaRock's production was innovative, layering samples in ways that created depth without overwhelming KRS-One's message. The drums hit hard, the bass was thick, and the scratches punctuated key moments perfectly. The single became essential listening in New York. Everyone chose sides, and Queensbridge versus the Bronx became proxy wars in schoolyards and parks. Tragedy struck months later when Scott LaRock was killed trying to mediate a dispute. The loss devastated KRS-One and the hip-hop community, cementing Criminal Minded's legacy as Scott LaRock's masterpiece.
All kind of ideas, self-esteem makes it seem like the thought took years of build.
Number 1, Eric B. is President. Eric B. and Rakim, 1986 into 1987. A single dropped that changed how MCs would rap forever.
Here I come, here I come.
Eric B., a DJ from Queens, partnered with Rakim, an MC from Long Island, and created something nobody had heard before.
I never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it's fighting me, inviting me to run.
The track opened with James Brown's Funky President sample, establishing a connection to funk's legacy while pushing hip-hop forward.
Sodomy's erupted, it's like a volcano. It ain't the everyday style.
Eric B.'s turntable work was precise, creative, and showcased the DJ as artist rather than background support. But Rakim's verse was the revelation.
Kid, slice it up, kid.
He didn't rap at the end of bars like everyone else. He placed rhymes in the middle of lines, creating internal rhyme schemes that made the flow seem effortless and impossibly complex simultaneously. His delivery was calm, almost bored-sounding, contrasting sharply with the shouting energy of Run DMC and LLCoolJ Rakim.
Like a volcano. It ain't the everyday style or the same old rhyme.
Treated the microphone like an instrument, his voice rhythmically dancing around the beat rather than riding on top of it. And the technique came from his love of jazz, particularly John Coltrane's saxophone improvisations.
To that kid.
Rakim wanted to rap like Coltrane played, finding pockets in the rhythm others ignored. The single became an immediate New York radio hit. DJs recognized this was different. MCs studied it, trying to figure out how he was constructing his verses.
Yo, MTV raps. Yo, Eric B.
Eric B and Rakim signed to Island Records shortly after, and this track became the foundation for their debut album, Paid in Full, which would go platinum and influence every MC who came after. Nas, Eminem, Jay-Z all studied Rakim's technique. The song's influence extended beyond rap. Producers sampled it endlessly. MCs referenced it constantly. It became the blueprint for technical rapping done perfectly.
Here I come, here I come, here I come.
This wasn't just a great single. This was the moment hip-hop's complexity increased exponentially, setting standards that remain relevant today.